Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my two children sharing a room and a bed and how we did that, the pros and cons of moving them together, and some helpful tips if you are looking to do the same for your kids. If you're new, hi, I'm Lucy and I post mommy content. So anything that just helps me get through my everyday as a mom, I like to share with you guys in the hopes that it will help you as well. So I hope you'll stick around and subscribe to my channel. My boys have been sharing a room and a bed for probably 6 months now. When Noah was about 2.5, we moved him from his crib, directly from his crib in his own bedroom, into his brother's room. And they were not sharing a mattress or a bed at first. They were kind of separated out, and I'll show you some clips to kind of show what I mean by that. But they were separated, so Charlie was up on a little bit higher level than Noah, and they were on their own mattresses, but they were right next to each other. Wow, you guys. So one thing that I really want to mention about moving a toddler is that toddlers are not that great with like big changes. So that's one thing I learned the hard way, is like, if you have a toddler and there's a way that you can make it work where the toddler stays where they are in their comfort space in their bed, then move the older kid. So it actually took like a good long time, like a month or 2 months for Noah's my toddler, for him to get used to this situation of like moving directly from his crib onto a mattress. It was on the floor, so we didn't really have to worry about him falling off, but it was hard for him. He was in his brother's room where he usually just plays, like that's his spot where he plays with Charlie. So yeah, it was a big change for him. Some of the pros to this situation, some of the reasons we decided to do this and the things that we have noticed have benefited us from this change are, first of all, it frees up a room. So we have a guest room now, hopefully eventually a nursery. It just frees up that space. So we recently had Jason's dad visiting, and he was able to have his own bedroom in a nice space. Another huge pro to this is that one parent can do bedtime. I'll have a night off completely from bedtime because they're both in the same room, right? So one parent puts them both to bed, one parent reads them both a book or two. We read 2 books. They each choose one. And then the next night we just alternate. And so it gives each parent a break throughout the week, which is really nice. So about 2 or 3 months ago, we made this big change and we decided that we wanted them to just lay on the same mattress. We got a king size mattress. We got rid of their little IKEA Cura bed, and they both sleep on this king size mattress. And one big reason that I did that was because I found that because Noah was having a hard time with the transition, and just because he's younger, he needed a lot more attention at bedtime. And so I felt like Charlie was getting left out. I couldn't snuggle Charlie while I snuggled Noah because they were on different levels. They were on different mattresses. And if Charlie came down, we were on a twin mattress. It was just too many bodies on that mattress. So yeah, I just felt this weird, like I couldn't give them both the attention that they needed in that situation. So we decided to get a king size mattress, and they both sleep on that now. And that was also a transition for them to be sleeping on the same mattress, and we are still working on perfecting this, but now I can lay between them. I can lay right between them and read them a book and have my arms around both of them, each one resting a head on a shoulder. Yeah, and it's just so nice to be able to like give Charlie that little bit of love that he needs to at bedtime. So that is why we have a giant king size mattress on our floor. And that is one of the cons, actually, that like it's not very stylish to have a king size mattress just plopped on your floor. Really too big for the room. But we're gonna keep it because this works for them. I feel like it just makes them closer, like as brothers, like sleeping together, feeling each other, like breathing next to each other, feeling that warmth from each other. It just brings them closer together. I sometimes will hear them in there just talking to each other, and it's super sweet. One of the things I was really nervous about in moving them into the same room was that if one of them woke up in the night, were they going to wake the other one up? And then we're going to have 2 awake kids in the night instead of just one. And that freaked me out a lot. I was like, oh God, I don't know how I'm going to handle this. But it's so weird. Even when they got loud and like cried or yelled, it would not wake the other one up. Now, this might be particular to my kids. Like apparently they just can sleep through a lot of noise. But that was a real relief to me to like see that, like, even when Noah, he still wakes up in the night sometimes. Noah, he's almost 3. So he'll like come into my room in the night and get me, and I'll bring him back and lay with him for a little while. And Charlie usually doesn't wake up. Like once in a while, I think he's woken up like maybe 3 times, but that's it. This whole time, 3 times when Noah wakes up. So it really hasn't been a problem at all. One thing we're still working on, and it's sort of a con that I haven't quite figured out yet, is like bedtime. How do I read the books and then say goodnight and leave the room and then have them not just play with each other? We tried that in the beginning and it didn't work. They just played and went crazy, and I actually honestly haven't tried it since they've gotten used to this situation. So I need to try it again, but I'm just kind of nervous. So what I do now is, it's so comfortable. I just lay between them and I usually fall asleep and they fall asleep. You know, I know it's not like the most ideal, like they should learn to fall asleep on their own probably without mommy there. But I love the closeness and I know they're not gonna want me to sleep with them forever. So I'm just trying to enjoy it, and it's much easier to enjoy it when I can split the time with Jason. So I know like the next night I'll probably have a night off and he'll be putting them to bed. So that knowledge makes me okay with laying with them until they fall asleep. I also wanted to show you guys some really helpful products that just help us with bedtime and, I don't know, make them more comfortable in their bed. So the essentials for us are some curtains that are blackout curtains, so that in the summertime when the sun is out past bedtime, it feels like night for them. I love having this layering of mattress protector sheet. So if you have a pee-pee accident in the middle of the night, you can just peel off that top sheet, that top mattress protector. You have a fresh sheet underneath, and they can just kind of just roll their bodies onto the new sheet and take that old one away. And it's really great for nighttime. You don't even have to really take the child off the bed to change the sheets. It's super essential, I think, and like a game changer. A sound machine, we love the Hatch Rest, I think it's called. It's really great. You can do different sounds. You can set a timer. You can do like a wake up sound in the morning. We have these bumpers that we put, I'll link all this stuff in the description box, but they like go on either side of the bed to keep the kids from just rolling off the bed. I mean, this is more important for a bed that's raised up, but it still helps keep them from bonking their heads on the floor, on the hardwood floor. We have this light bulb in the lamp in here, and it's really cool. It's like a more of a red light, it's kind of like an amber color, and I think that's supposed to help them sleep more than like the blue light. I know blue light can really keep you from making that melatonin, so I really like this because they like it bright in this room. Like, it seems so bright in here to me, but they like it like that. Like, it makes them feel more comfortable. So having this light as opposed to a more blue light makes me feel better about it being so bright in the room. We also don't keep any toys in our kids' bedroom. That's gonna help a lot when we do decide to actually leave the room. So not having toys in the bedroom is just a huge recommendation in any kid's bedroom. I think like the bedroom is meant to be slept in, and that's it. And then we have a small selection of books that we let them choose from at bedtime in their room, so they're not coming out of their room to choose books, which, you know, then they're seeing their toys and they want to play, and it's like, get back in the bedroom. So we keep some books in their room we, you know, change them out every once in a while so they can choose from those. I also love to have a sip of water as part of our bedtime routine. This is good for any bedtime, not just room sharing and bed sharing. But we have these tiny little, cute little cups, and we fill them, not even like it's just like one little sip, maybe 2 swallows of water at bedtime, so they're not peeing. I actually have a video on nighttime potty training also. If you want to check that out, I will link that in the description. But limiting drinks before bedtime is really helpful. Giving them more fluids in the morning, and then like toward dinner time, after dinner, limiting their fluid intake is so helpful in not having them pee the bed at night. So yeah, overall, I really love that they're sharing a room. It frees up an entire room for our guests and hopefully a baby maybe someday. But yeah, I love it. And they're so close. Like, I have so many silly little pictures of them in the weirdest positions in that bed, like all sprawled around each other. It is just the cutest, most ridiculous thing, and I feel like it brings them closer together as brothers, and I don't know if you can ask for more than that, right? So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video and found it useful, and if you're thinking about switching your kids, or you already have your kids sharing a room and you have any pointers for me, especially with the bedtime things, I am so nervous to like actually leave the room while they're still awake. So if you have pointers on that, please leave a comment. Let me know what you're doing. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.